Hey guys, today's One Take is brought to you by Skillshare. It's an online learning community with over 17,000 courses in everything from business to technology, photography, and even food. A premium membership gives you unlimited access so you can improve your skills, unlock new opportunities, and do the work you love. They believe in accessible learning, and the price reflects that. An annual subscription with unlimited access is less than $10 a month, making it one of the best deals you can find in online education. Since Skillshare is sponsoring this video, we are giving away the first 500 people to hit that link, get a free 2-month trial. Let me know what you think. I've already been through a bunch of the Photoshop, lighting, and culinary videos, and next weekend I'm making gnocchi. Mark my words. Hit the link in the description. Check it out for yourself. Morning, everybody. Welcome to a beautiful day in the Angeles Forest. Perfect day for a drive in a vintage European sports car. And this is Kevin, and thank you for joining me, sir.
Yeah, no problem.
All the way down from the Bay Area.
Yep, San Jose.
Yeah, with this really so fresh and so clean E30 M3. I've never done one of these on video. I've had a couple quick goes off of camera, but never on video. So tell me about this one.
It's an 88 M3. It's pretty much all stock with the exception of obviously the intake manifold.
The carbon fiber intake, which is really pretty piece. Yep. Yeah. Adjusting my seat here. Yep. Go.
And then I've got the Eisenmann Race muffler.
Okay.
And then I just have a couple bits from the Evo 3, the Sport Evo.
Okay.
So I have the front brake ducts, the front splitter, and then the rear wing.
Okay, but suspension wise,
yeah, it's
stock,
all stock. All
brakes stock. Engine mostly stock.
Yeah, mostly stock.
ECU tune and a carbon fiber, very neat looking motorsporty intake.
Yeah.
Great. Well, this car only has 82,000 original miles on it.
Yep.
And it looks it. So this is a very fresh example of probably what it was like to drive one of these when they were new. So let's have a go. So what led you to buy this thing?
It was actually my dad's car.
Really? Did he buy it new?
He was a second owner. He bought it in 1990.
Okay.
And then I inherited it from him. He unfortunately passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but boy, is this some inheritance.
Yeah. So I've been driving it for the past 12 years.
12 years. Oh, so you, not only did you inherit it, a wonderful gift from your father, but you inherited it at a time when these were really not worth anything. You kept it nice, and now you're sitting on a pot of gold, aren't you?
Yeah.
How about that? That's unbelievable. How old were you when you got this from your father?
Well, he passed away when I was 12, and I started driving it as soon as I got my permit.
Wow.
So,
and was this your only car for a time?
Yeah, for a time it was, and then I knew it was valuable, so I decided I should probably get a daily driver.
Well, how unfortunate to lose your dad at such a young age, but what a thing for him to leave behind for you. So let's talk about the car itself. S14 inline 4 engine.
Yep, 2.3 liter.
For a long time, these things were kind of unloved. They with the bigger sixes, especially when the E46 came out.
Oh yeah.
Nobody really cared about these at all, and then all of a sudden, 911s went through the roof.
Yep.
Anything related to vintage European motorsport became super popular.
Yeah.
And this became kind of the it car to have if you weren't going to get a 911.
Yeah, they're pretty hard to find in good condition now, and if you do, they're going to be expensive.
They're going to be expensive, and this one has got to be right up there with some of the better ones out there.
Thank you.
Listen to that engine. I mean, that is...
Yeah, that's the intake at work.
Right, and so this road I've chosen for us is just about right for this car and the gearing.
Yeah.
The last time I got to drive one of these E30 M3s, and I'm going to close this for sound reasons. Okay. We tried, but I think it might be too loud. The last time I got to have a go in an E30 M3 was at Spartanburg at BMW's track, which has a lot of very slow, hairpinny corners.
Yeah.
And the whole time I was lamenting the lack of torque, because I had also gotten to have a go in an E28 M5, which has that big 6 and a lot of torque. And I went, I'm not sure I get it. I'm not sure I get it, but on this road, where I'm just zinging this thing along at 4,000 to 6,000 RPM, and it's perfectly happy.
Yeah, it feels right at home.
It feels really right. So the shifter throw is long and direct, and will be familiar to anyone who's ever driven any BMW. This is where I think part of where all BMW shifters came from afterwards.
Yeah.
The steering, light, direct, very little dead room in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
It is good. And by the way, this thing, like, it rides well and it handles. Not that I'm really pushing the handling, but you know, it leans in a little bit, loads up the steering, but then it rides like really nicely.
Yeah, you can throttle out of the corner.
Yeah,
no problem.
You know, cars are really fast today. Horsepower really sells numbers, and this car, when it was new, it wasn't really sold on horsepower. It was really a finesse thing.
Yeah, it was 195 crank from the 4-cylinder.
Yeah, and maybe a little bit more with your intake and your tune.
Yeah.
We're gonna see if this guy lets us by at the next turnout. We'll continue. Otherwise, we'll flip around.
Yeah.
What do you say, sir? Well, do you think he recognizes vintage BMW motorsport?
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell from the back, but
it's hard to tell from this RAV4. Are you gonna let me by? No? Oh, that's disappointing. Okay. Well, in that case, we flips around. I love the pedals. They're really, you got to give it a little bit of a heavy-footed blip.
Yeah, it's a little more than normal.
Good turning radius.
Yeah, it's not bad.
We're gonna go flat.
All right.
Listen to that. Oh, that sounds good. Shifting it just before red line, 6,800 or so. Man, this thing, it loves it up top, doesn't it?
Yeah. Above 5,000, it's amazing.
Perfectly happy. God, it must have been a blast to race these cars. I mean, I know because I've driven E30, you know, like chump car race cars.
Yeah.
What that kind of must have been like.
Yeah. But with the high revving engine like this.
It's great.
Yeah.
And oh, by the way, visibility, perfect, every direction. Seating position, pretty much perfect, right?
Yeah.
Steering wheel is a little big, but I get it because the finesse of making adjustments is like really nicely balanced.
Yeah, I could upgrade to the Evo 3 steering wheel. It's a little smaller and it's Alcantara.
It's the Alcantara one. Yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah.
That looks nice, but I mean, listen, your steering wheel's in mint condition here.
Yeah.
This is dope, man.
Thanks.
I'm sorry about your father, but damn, did he have taste.
Yeah.
He really did.
Yeah, he was all into cars and bikes, so.
So what's your plan for this going forward?
My plan is to keep it as a garage queen. I just got classic car insurance on it.
Ah,
I have a daily driver, NB Miata.
Okay.
So, yeah, it doesn't get too many miles, but I plan just to keep it, you know, maintained really well. Eventually,
keep it running, keep it moving.
Yeah, eventually I'll want to do the coilovers, maybe.
Yeah.
If the shocks blow.
These aren't the original shocks.
Yeah, these are. I think they are.
Are they really the original shocks?
I've never changed them, and
I
don't think
only based on. I'm not an expert on E30 M3s.
Yeah.
Based on what I just learned from doing new OEM shocks on my Mercedes SL.
Yeah.
A new OEM shock, you won't, because this feels pretty good right now.
Yeah.
But you would be shocked to learn how tired these shocks probably are.
Yeah.
If you just got new OEM shocks, it'll be cheaper than doing a coilover, and it'll change your world in terms of how the car feels. Let me just give me 30 seconds of enjoying this motor.
Sure.
Beautiful. Kevin, this thing is the jam, son. We have chosen the right road, haven't we?
This is really nice.
Perfect. This is a perfect third gear E30 M3 road. Brakes are good. It's very forgiving to drive, right?
Yeah.
Like, it feels like if you got some understeer or some oversteer, like, you could deal with it really easily.
Yeah, it's easy to control.
It's not even like the new M3s, and I do love the new M3 actually. You know, that is really easy to control as well. But everything happens so fast.
Yeah.
and with this, I feel like everything is happening at a more reasonable speed, but no less fun. The modern day equivalent of this would be not the M2, I would say the 228i M Sport, which I think is about a $44,000 car with a manual. Really has a lot of this kind of same feel where it's got that sportiness you want, but everything happens at kind of a reasonable, manageable speed.
Yeah, not too much power, but it's all balanced.
Yeah. What do these weigh?
I think they're around 2,800.
Yeah, it's definitely right. Foot down. It just sings. I get this car, Kevin. This makes a whole lot of sense for you. You got to hang on to this one.
Yeah, it's priceless to me. So
for sure, especially the story with your dad. I mean, that's really what does it. But let's just even independently of that.
Yeah.
You know, this feels like the kind of car keep forever. This is my favorite transition through here.
Yeah, you can see all the way up.
Oh, it's great. Have you ever taken this to a racetrack?
No, I thought about it, but it's just that's why I got the Miata actually, is to turn it into a track car.
Okay.
Because I feel like this is a little bit too nice to
at this point,
just rip on it.
Yeah, if you're not super rich guy, don't care.
Yeah.
You know, then I could see this being a very valuable asset worth preserving.
Yeah, exactly.
I understand your conundrum there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a great track toy if you're a billionaire. You know, if not, it's a collector's piece at this point. Kind of sad when that happens.
Yeah.
Because it would be so fun to rip on a racetrack, but at the same time, I understand. I'm really glad we've done this drive today because I came away from that track experience at Spartanburg underwhelmed by the E30 M3, and I was sort of wondering what everybody else was talking about.
Yeah.
Like, why is this thing that everyone else says is amazing, but I'm missing something? And I think it was just like you said. You were worried that maybe this was the wrong combination of corners for the gearing, but I think we chose better than you thought. And that Spartanburg's track, as nice as it is, and as nice as the people are down there, and couldn't be happier that they let me have a go.
Yeah.
Was the wrong track for the E30 M3. It was the right track for the E28 M5, which is also amazing. If you've ever had a go in one of those,
I haven't yet.
Those are amazing because they do have more power and torque than this, but by today's standards, you know, they still feel small and light, and you know, a lot of the things you could say about this car, you can also say about the E28 M5.
Yeah, that straight six is amazing too.
Oh, the motor's the jam. Yeah, it's really, really good motor. This is a great car and a great example. This is one of the ones where actually I think the pictures and stuff really don't do it justice. I actually think it's better.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Wind it out one more time before the end of the road. Listen to the S14 sing. Yeah. Kevin, your old man, God rest his soul, pour one out for the dead homie. He had good taste in fine quality German automobiles.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for sharing that with me and allowing me to have a go in that, because that was truly a treat. I mean, really, when you think about things that are automotive treats, that was a treat.
Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. That was great, man. Really, really good. Drive it in good health. Shiny side up. All of that. And thank you guys for watching. That was lovely. I hope you all enjoyed that as well. See you guys later. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.